Chitanda. Yeah, that's fine. Timing, I know. Yeah, pretty consistent at that parts at least already at least. Speed. Yeah, thanks, cow. I'm using mostly your route, I think, so hopefully the strats are good. Yeah. My favorite memory about this bounty is the fact that I literally had time to start playing the bounty with my team, have to leave, drive to a concert, wait in line for a concert, listen to a concert, drive part of the way home, and then ARB finished. Like, it took that long. It was a Alright, yeah, you were like playing like I forgot, that was the one where you couldn't really play most of the bounties because the time zone owned you. Remember that. That was unfortunate for you and your team. It actually went late enough that you could have maybe done something. Oh, just don't hold up at all. Yeah, I think that works a bit better. Honestly, the hardest part about this is like the hardest part about playing this no dash going left is that like it matters so much where you land and how long you run for. But you can't down dash to like just land at the exact spot you want all the time. Like it messes with my brain. The automatic answer in my brain is, yeah, just down dash, idiot. Poorly timed anyway. I must have pressed jump and maybe on the same frame or something. Yeah, it's funny what usually gets you in like some of these limited categories. Like, you know, you can make most of the distance you make with dashes by just creatively jumping, but not having a down dash sucks. You better jump really well. Yeah, you can do so many things directionless, except turn around easily. Yeah. Showing Mitesh, it's like, we spent a long time playing Kid on my team. The Kid basically has to do 2 supers. So it's hard to actually make the invert plus time with Kid. So slow. hours. This is the closest one I have. I lost some time there. Yeah, something like that. The difficulty curve on this one is kind of weird too. And you can always like mess up anywhere, but I feel like a lot of the really obviously hard stuff is at the start. Great. No down dash. That backup took forever. Ow. Dude, it's so hard to... Sometimes you actually get, like, a little bit of, like, proper speed. Sometimes you get negative speed. Sometimes you get, like, worse than run speed. It literally depends on, like, how you land. Like, I'm getting, like, a ground boost angle. Failing this stupid shit. I can't get the, like... I can't get, like, a consistent ceiling run here. Like, if I jump onto the slant, then I go too far. You can't do, you can't do down dash heavies either. Not that I'm, like, especially good at the, down dash heavies to, like, do, like, a ceiling run or something, but I can't even attempt them. Entire category of things you could do to make hit rising onto a ceiling easier, that's impossible. Garbage attempt. Why is the checkpoint here bad in depth backwards too? I hate the checkpoint in regular depth. Why is it trolling me in depth backwards as well? Really just blame Camel? I mean... well... yeah, actually... me and Tess had this exact conversation when we were playing the original map. I got Tess to draft me up a formal request for an interview, trying to get Camel's opinion on what the fuck he was thinking with the checkpoints. Good times. Not enough momentum. Do something like that. I don't know if Camel actually placed the check. I actually, you know what? They might just be the same. I don't actually know that they are. enough momentum. Another ceiling you can do without a ceiling one. Which one? You mean the one right here above the light prism? Yeah, that might have been what you actually did. Probably is. I think it is slightly faster. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think so. I don't like how you have to actually get like running speed on that one particular platform. I see. Here. Kind of a bad save state, like it actually sets me up so poorly every time. Really make a different save state for this part. And like here. Maybe. It eats all my speed on the ceiling every time. Yeah, that's better. Alright. I'll probably still be here when you get back, to be honest. Probably a long haul stream. No, I need to practice this part. It's pretty fast, actually. Away. Yeah, don't worry, me too. I was talking about it with Cal. You know, I was on the team that we spent. Wait, actually, you guys were the other team that made Kid work. Spent so long trying to make Kid work. The people who tried to play Kid on this map. Have I seen this replay? I might have. I'll watch it for fun. Is this the kind I need to like 2x or 3x? Oh wait, I think I remember watching this in the recap. Isn't this one like super tragic? One's like an absurd tragedy at the end, I think. If I'm recalling correctly. I didn't remember until I saw that it was an essay, and I was like, wait a second. And Kid out to farm the second super like plebs. of Dustworth privilege. Honestly, crazy to me that Cattle got this with Kid, knowing like how the Worth route looks. I'm pretty sure I know where the I'm pretty sure I know where the combo drop is. It's such a run too, like. So many close calls. Yeah, that's a rough one. A nice safe states. I forgot about this actually. Forgot this happened when you load save states. You deload the map. Yeah, I was gonna say you've come a long way from that to all inverts DLC 9 at least. So I think current back would probably also just give in and play Worth for the key. I mean, you can't. I don't think man can invert plus. Yeah, no, it's a cool route. It'd be cool if man could actually get the invert plus time. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Do not believe how many of these DLC 7 inverts I was like looking at my old and I was like, dude, I barely tried. Why did I even play this if I was gonna try that little? There's a few actually. I've had a busy couple weekends, so I haven't. I've had a busy couple weekends and a busy couple work weeks. This one's an Apple SS, which I think you actually did maybe. No. This one's kind of cool. The timer's kind of difficult though. This one you hit an apple, but it's not enough. Name. Oh, it's this. Yeah, the apple on this. You do hit an apple, but you can just skip it. I skipped it. This one is an apple juggle, but it's not particularly interesting. I guess kind of just juggling it upwards. Yeah, there wasn't actually that much Apple content this Crescent stream. Oh, did I? Sucks. Oh yeah, then. Did you get it? Be sad if you got it and... Oh, nice. GG's. The fun one, actually. Oh, yeah, no. The thing that destroyed my mental was, like, knowing that there was, like, years and years of me watching, like, the, you know, the best Apple jugglers play and just being like, dude, how the fuck did they know what's going on? And then it turns out that the answer is just comically stupid. The answer is just, they've just Apple juggled long enough. That's it, like, that's the only thing. Like, by the time I was done with that, I was, like, literally just looking at it, just being like, okay, the apple is here relative to me. I'm gonna tap direction to fade away from it, and I'm just going to be where I want to be. I haven't yet. I'm behind on everything. I need to play the Fumo map. As maybe one of the only people in the game that owns an actual official Fumo. Tesh doesn't. That wouldn't surprise me, but Atesh I know doesn't. Although, he's the one who sent me the link when they restocked that I used to buy mine. So I guess I owe him for that. Tesh has actually played significantly less Toho than me too. I have like a bunch of lunatic clears and shit. Oh, it's close. I just fucked up the ceiling movement. Gatekeeper. Sorry about Micah Parsons. And I never root for injuries. I actually really like Micah Parsons too, to be honest. He's a really fun player to watch when he's not playing versus your team twice a year. Right. I forgot I wanted to do that. I'm doing this differently now. Okay, that's a cool way to lose. Okay. But yeah, I mean, as a person who plays Touhou, I am well aware that most of the Touhou fans don't play the games on Lunatic. I'm well aware that I make up the minority of Touhou fans. Dude, why am I so bad? Why is this map so bad? I'm looking at the lights. I'm fucking Captain Picard out here. Alright, this is actually completely unplayable. I forgot that exiting the map did this. This is the last one. This is the very last one. Yeah. Well, most of the DLC 7 inverts I've been able to do in, like, you know, like 30 to 45 minutes, to be honest. It's only really the bounty ones that have been, like, any amount of actual effort for DLC 7. Dude. I'm gonna, like, I need to remake a save state or something, yeah. Good mix. I think this is the Tropical Freeze mix. Save cheating moment, yeah. Don't worry, you get punished for cheating on this map. My save states got ruined when I exited the map because this map is fancy. Although you can't even play this map on the vanilla client, so I guess you have to cheat to even play the map in the first place. I didn't see the mamas. What the? Who's cheating on your mama? This is too slow to invert plus, by the way. It is SS pace, but it's too slow to invert plus now, I think. Yeah. Barely, but... Push force. Yeah, too many mistakes there. I had to go back on the surface dust, but that's the general idea. I just have to clean up 3 seconds of mistakes there. Make it Monic-esque, but with Mama Milkers. If you make that, I will add it, even though I don't add emotes like this. This one is my favorite song from Dust Force. Yeah, mine too. We actually could have put this song in the level it would have fit, but Zonda doesn't like risking DMCA. Oh, hey Paul. Thank you, thank you. I just got my first no dash SS, so surely I'm just gonna clutch one randomly really soon. Yo, thanks for the raid, Conscious. Hope the run went well. Hope the run finished. That'd be insane, that'd be hype. This kid isn't loading, so I can't even check. I will just let, okay. Thanks, Dust Kid. You'll get him next time. You're my favorite SSL runner of 2025. You got this. Rude. I forgot there was actually competition for this. Dude, how does that keep happening? Yeah, that is an exclusive. I mean, being able to finish an SSL run is unironically an exclusive club. That's the sick part about it. Like, we're sitting here joking, but a lot of people can't just do that. I probably couldn't SS Yada right now if I had to. It's been like 18 months since I played SS Yada strats. I bonked. GG. No good reason. I think it's for several good reasons, actually. That's true. This is a very exclusive club. It'll be me, Cow, and A-Boss. Is not something I would have willingly done to myself in almost any category. before the last couple of months. I look at the maps that only Cow and A-Boss have SS on, and I'm like, I refuse to play this. Usually. Probably. Skyhawk done one? I feel like Skyhawk's probably done it. Evade? Oh yeah, that's fair. I didn't make that. Yeah, it's true. Alright, I'm probably, I know we kind of treat the community awards as a, just half a meme anyway, but I probably am unironically gonna vote Nighthawk for a bunch of things just because his 2025 was so good. Nighthawk's done some crazy stuff this year. Like, Nighthawk should just get his own award at this point. And, like, right before the raid, I got a, like, high 212, so... very doable right now. I need to get runs that don't make stupid mistakes. Like, I've already lost like 2 seconds at this point. But you lose time in this invert is so dumb. Most likely to enjoy waterboarding. Now that goes to Avenged for agreeing to a challenge with you and Cow without team help. think last year it was like best. There's like a Duster of the Year, a Streamer of the Year, a Map Maker of the Year, a new Map Maker of the Year. Well, I don't know. To be honest, Avenge did find a lot of the really toxic stuff and just refused to grind it. Also, all of our routers were checked out for most of the event. That's fair. Yeah, well, I mean, I was kind of upset every time I saw you PB and not figure out something at the start, to be honest. But you know, challenge rules. I played by the rules. I didn't say anything. Every time I was like, come on, this is just wasting so much time. Doing it early every time I get there in an actual run. Yeah, even the slower thing A-Boss and I did would have saved you a lot of time, I think. Like, I was just like a second and a half ahead of you on every run, even my bad ones. And I only played that shit for a day. Really? Yeah, that's how it goes. Hope Abrupt Showcase goes ahead. Well, you know, Paul, there's a good way to make sure that happens. That's to proactively volunteer. Sounds like work. Yeah. It's always the same, you know, everyone wants to watch a fun show where people do funny things, but no one wants to actually play the funny things. That's true, I was there. I beat you. One of the rounds. Yeah, that's true, you did. I think it was too slow anyway. I made too many mistakes. Yeah. That was kind of just nerves, to be honest. 210. I got a, like I said, the one I got like right before the raid was it was like basically a 213, like a 212.9 or something. I just do this. I'm gonna remake the... Does this work? I don't even remember if this works. Okay, it does. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I don't like this plant stealing. I also don't like being forced to do a Paul ledge cancel with no dash button. Yeah, me too. Me too. I need to, like, actually learn how to do the pro, like 5 and 4 framers on command. Okay, boss. Yeah, it really is just making it past the super, and then it's like, just don't choke. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. I'm actually really close already, to be honest. A fair bit. It's, well, Nighthawk with like a 202 or something like that. So I think getting all inverted is as hard as getting all achievements. I haven't really tried most of the achievements myself. I've never played CMP except for when required by Zonda. I don't really know how hard Ultra Meme is. Or some of the stock remixes. I mean, I was gonna talk about this maybe after I finish this, if I finished a little earlier in the evening. But, you know, most of the inverts, like, only take me, like, you know, like, less than an hour at this point. Yeah, I think most of the individual achievements, of which there are 70 plus, would take, you know, a bit longer than that. Like, in terms of time investment alone, I think all achievements has to be harder. I don't know, I've never really seriously looked into the achievements that hard. Just, like, watch other people do them sometimes. The only achievements I've ever deliberately played for were just assessing stock levels with characters. Like, this might already be too slow, by the way. Unless I, like, play super clean the entire rest of the way. No, the thing I've actually thought about, though, unironically, I have thought about this because I've been thinking about what I wanted to do after this. And I was wondering whether top 10 score or all red keys was harder. Oh, I missed the jump. Like, all red keys is, yeah, on score, on rankings page overall, yeah. Which, may I remind you, isn't even average top 10, it's average top 20, or like top 15. You think so, Arp? Well, people can fight you, right? People can go and bop you back, I guess. No one can take away your red key. People can take away your janitor points. I don't know, maybe I'm really overrating how hard a CC5 red key is. Like, maybe I could actually just do it if I tried. I want you to understand that in whatever hypothetical estimate I put for this, it's like CC5 is like, you know, like a solid month of grinding in my mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, Arb would know. I trust Arb's input on this. Yeah, maybe. I think the only person who's kind of really tried to do both is Sheila. In recent memory, and Sheila hasn't. Well, I don't know how seriously Sheila's trying to CC5, to be fair. Yeah, Sheila's a good full game runner, and dude, that was so close. I suppose. Yeah. And maybe she just doesn't have the patience to, like, play CC5 red correctly. I greeted. I think it's still too slow anyway. I just practice it. Dude, come on. How am I getting an air jump there actually? Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is, like, I don't find it that hard to, like, get, like, top 20-ish on a level. I don't have to work that hard to get, like, 20th or, like, 17th or something. Hey now, Conscious, you're literally ranked like 15 spots higher than me right now. You can't be saying these things about yourself. You're gonna hurt my ego. Because you keep putting up good times and going fast. Yeah, I think probably my barometer for, like, how hard a red key is just skewed by not going back and playing them outside of DLC very much. I think, like, having open replays, most of the red key times probably aren't that hard. Not having to worry about time management. How did that not hit Rise? Dude, that was so close. For me, every time I watch, like, the top 10 runs during DLC, I'm like, what the fuck, I could have done this. Except, like, I couldn't have done all of it during the DLC week. So, like, I could, in fact, not do it. Just because I take time to build my muscle memory. I think it'd be interesting if Zonda made keys that were hard enough that not everyone my level could get all of them. As it stands right now, there's a lot of people for whom the goal red time doesn't do anything. They would just get that if the map was daily, they just decided to try on the daily. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I don't know who actually complains about, like, keys being too hard for them, like, feeling like they deserve keys. I would kind of be in favor of making things harder. Come on. Fucks everyone else. I mean, you still get your time though. That's the thing. You just don't get the best thing there is to get. Like, let's be real. You're already not getting the best there is to get. Like, Akis is out there getting like red 6s without even trying, and you're sitting there at red 2. Yeah, that's true. Like, Fishy and Ukkies and Camel would still just be able to get everything. You know, assuming that there's, like... Dude, this... Hitrise is being so mean to me today. Well, Zonda was talking about making it interesting enough for him to get them. You know, which, I mean, there's a few people who would still be able to compete with that. It's just a much smaller number than the people who currently just get all the red keys whenever they try. I mean, that'd be fine. I think that was always the plan. If that were to be done. Well, I mean, if we had a picture-perfect solution for balancing around the best players, then DLC would look different than it does every year. Every time, let's be real. Yeah, I'd be totally fine with that. I mean, at least for me, like I'm not really contending for world record on anything. Let's make the people who are contending for world record have some reason to push the world record. There's just no way. How much leeway do I have here? Gotta be more than I think, right? Not in frame advance. I keep trying to pause. I actually really don't have that much leeway. Okay, I think it's just precise. Needed to see the hitboxes on top of the level geometry to like convince myself I wasn't going crazy. Let's just get this Jorf in my invert winning run real quick. Anyway, I guess that's the leak. Is those are the two things I'm most interested in doing right now. Is fighting for score top 10 overall and doing all red keys. I guess at some point I should try to get a world record, just to see if I can. Seriously? Well, that's true. bonked. Ugh. I mean, I kind of agree from like a team scoring perspective that it's kind of well, right now you have one of either two things, right? You either have whatever team has Fishy or Uckies just wins because top players are worth too many points, and we already know that Fishy and Uckies are the best players. There's no like, the result of DLC isn't going to change that. It's just a fact. But the flip side is if you make it too heavily weighted on team scoring, then it's really just a question of like who pings their team the most to play. Who has the best player who puts down one activity and convinces everyone that they're actually going to play one activity. As someone who's had a fair few of those one activity top players turn out to actually be one activity, I don't really like the activity weighted systems that much when that happens. Alright, to be honest, I don't really care about this debate that much at all, though, because I don't feel like I need to win DLC to have fun with it. I don't feel like I need to even be on a team that has a chance of winning to have fun. I know not everyone feels this way, but that's how I feel. Like, you're never gonna convince me that I would have had more fun on any other team than the one Duck was just sitting in voice chat and trolling. You're never gonna be able to convince me that I could have had more fun doing something else other than watching Duck be Duck. Watching a blackout. Yeah, exactly, like... Best content I've ever seen in my entire life. How does he do it? The man's a genius. I need to practice this, I guess. It's literally just this one part, like the rest is basically free. But I guess my facing direction was already set. I think I just need to actually push into the wall. Oh, okay. But like, that's been the same basically after every DLC, is like, I'm like, what would have made me have more fun? And it's not like winning, it would just be like having more people to hang around and bullshit with in voice chat. Grind stupid stuff with. That's basically all I care about. Or like at least the past two DLCs, like basically, you know what, actually, I'll just say it out loud, I don't care. Basically, whatever DLC Hemi plays every single round of for the first time is gonna end up being my favorite DLC. Because I just like playing with Hemi that much. I'm not sorry to say it. Hemi is my destined rival. There's so much chemistry. Hemi, if he tried for an entire DLC, would be the most powerful character. Yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say, the some people everyone basically wants. End up having to just fight over those people. Mostly people who are fun to hang out with in voice chat, to be honest. We tried to get everybody who'd ever made a funny Atlas map. That was made better's drafting strategy. Oh, man, I actually overshot it. But yeah, you know, I don't really know what Zonda wants from the community in terms of like competitive participation, but I'm kind of okay with the status quo, for better or for worse. Maybe my opinion on that will change if I ever became good enough to get world records or something, but yeah, thanks, Nighthawk. Your run on this is correct, by the way. I have no idea how you did it so fast. Dude. First I do it like first try for respawn. There's no way that loses so much time, actually. That's a troll. I think some people are just like, some people like literally just get home during DLC or like, you know, get online and they just join voice chat immediately. That's just where they are the entirety of DLC. I've never been quite that dedicated. I'm always somewhere in the middle. Yeah, see, that's Zonda's problem, you know, he wants people to take initiative. You gotta take initiative, Paul. You gotta show the kind of leadership that'll get you promoted to as CEO of McDonald's. That's funny. My brain is starting to rot a bit from dying in the same places repeatedly. Like there. Yeah, I think Avenged is still recovering from that, to be honest. That and the relay practice in DLC 8. How did that not hit rise into the ceiling? I swear, okay, I might need to look. I'm gonna look at someone else's strat. I don't think I can do this consistently enough. It's just tilting me. Let's see what Nighthawk did. Right. Do it like this. Jump, back heavy, ceiling run, air jump. I think if you grind on the ceiling for any amount of time, you're gonna lose all your leftward speed. You can just make it from there. I don't think it's any less. I don't think it's any less tight. This is actually way easier. Gotta yoink strats from the best to be the best. Yeah, it's still hard. I think your strat is just a lot more consistent. Like Cow is like Cow. I was copying Cow's strat, which is like hit rising out of the ceiling. But that's actually really that's kind of precise to get the hit rise to line up. Yeah, I think I got baited there. Yeah, me too. Me too. Nighthawk strat seems kind of stable, so I think I'm just gonna do that. Hoppity unhinged to become unhinged. But like I gotta settle for like when it's possible for me to copy Nighthawk strats, you know? Not always possible. Sometimes there are things I just simply can't do. I don't have enough speed here. Just because I got gate catch so much that I forgot what to do after. To practice the rest now, I can actually get past that one part. Copy Nighthawk's Dahlia strats. I unironically have, because Nighthawk's Dahlia strats are just the same as the Zonda Fishy strats I tried to copy like 2 years ago and failed. I spent a lot of time studying that level. Like, I know where the time save is that Nighthawk and Maso get over Zonda and Fishy. I know where Zonda and Fishy lose time. I can't save that time, but I know where it is. You know, if I could just press the buttons good enough, I could save it too. Yeah, there's some very high APM sections you have to do basically frame perfectly to save that kind of time. It's a very high APM and precise map. Very optimized map at this point. Yeah, it's hard. And I could do it from I learned how to do it from save state, but like I could never get it in an actual run very consistently. Why am I... Yeah, it's a lot easier. I don't know is why I'm, Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm not getting all the way up into the corner because I'm not pressing up. Yeah, it's hard. You have to like train yourself to be like, yeah, I can't do any of these things. I actually did unbind, I did unbind dash for this. I was like, I don't trust myself not to just down dash. I think I got this with the different strat for that one part. I just need to actually walk in and do it. Anyway, what do you guys think the hardest inverts are? I'd say based on my experience going through, you know, like 80 of them in a very short period of time, the hardest for me were probably Crescent, Overhang. What else took me like more than a day? I guess CC5 technically, but that's just because I like did stupid shit. The only thing about Crescent Apple that makes it easy is the lack of timer. Yeah, honestly, getting an SB on that is crazy. By the way, Cal. I hope you know that's really hard. I was thinking about actually trying to do that with S completion. I was like, this seems impossible. I should actually watch the run at some point. It's probably crazy. A crazy thing to go for. Like, most of the DLC 5 inverts were, like, technically harder, but a lot of them were just, like, grind execution once you on something that's not actually that uncommon to do. Like, there was a Pogo one that was kind of, you know, kind of restrictive on the timer, for example, or a Rope Dart one where you actually had to... You actually had to rope dart pretty much the entire time to, Yeah, well, I don't know. See, that's the thing, right? Is like, in my mind, difficulty correlates really strongly with, like, my time being consumed. You know, CC5 took a lot of time for me. Because, yeah, I just had to, like, learn completely new skills, you know? I had to learn completely new skills to do CC5 apples. It's like, once I spent that long apple juggling as fucking Dust Girl, it was like, every other apple juggle I've done since then, it just felt way easier. Like, I did the Wild Grass Rash Apple SS, and I was just like, I can just do this. Like, Apple SSing that was, like, so easy. The only hard part was doing it, like, in the timer. Timer was the only hard part for most of the apple juggles I've done since then. Crescent was a unique challenge because I like had to figure out how to apple juggle on slopes specifically, basically. But it is something you can just learn. You just practice. By the time I was done with that, I was just like, oh yeah, I can just do it. Yeah, you can just do it. You just, like, you know where the apple's gonna go, you know where your player's gonna go, you just do it. I feel kind of the same way about Pogo now. It's like... Because I had to route the Tempe's Caveway Pogo invert because I couldn't do A-Boss's strats fast enough. I had to figure out how to have a better theoretical time to actually get that invert plus. And after that, I was just like, well, I guess I kind of just know how to set up the pogos to where I want it, to where I want them to go fast, you know. Yeah, I would have actually tried. I think I would have kept up with 12 Days of Atlas if Metroid Prime 4 hadn't cut out in the middle of it. I took time off work for that game. Biggest mistake of my life, but I did take time off work for that game. It is not good. Yeah, you do need to play 2. You probably don't need to play 3, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of 3 either. I kind of hate everything about Metroid that has to do with Samus just being like a space soldier, like Orange Master Chief. I kind of have like no interest in that part of the plot at all. How do I keep... What am I doing when I do this? Jumping too early? I guess. So it's kind of shitty and slow anyway, but... Yeah, okay, I'm jumping into the wall. I'm pressing left. Oh. Maybe this is a controversial take to some of you, but my opinion on, like, Prime 1 in, like, 2025 is that, like, even if you don't like individual aspects of it, like, basically almost everything Prime 1 has done, other games you probably, like, have copied and done that exact same thing. Maybe they've done it better in some ways, but, like... It's like such a foundational game to how we do a lot of like 3D adventure type games at this point. That and Eco. It's like you can't really truly hate those games because like every game is those games to some extent. And like me saying I hate Dark Souls, like I don't hate Dark Souls. Every game is Dark Souls. Playing Expedition 33 right now, that game is Dark Souls. It's actually better than a lot of other JRPGs in the ways that it's Dark Souls. I think the typical like Soulsborne type combat is really boring. I'm a fan of games with flashier combat or stylish combat. Higher APM combat. I've never played Demon Souls. I like Sekiro. Well, dwarf. Like, I'll fully admit to this being kind of a bad opinion, but you know, like, I literally just like Sekiro because it just lets me press buttons the entire time. Pressing buttons is always correct in Sekiro, pretty much. You either press attack or parry. My movement's gotten so sloppy over the course of this stream. And I mean, like, I understand, right? Like, there's a lot of, like, really deliberate thought behind all the things that you do in, like, the standard Soulsborne games as opposed to, like, Sekiro. Like, I'm not saying the games are bad, I'm just saying that, like, the literal thing you're doing the entire time you're actually playing the game isn't very interesting to me. I mean, if you want to judge my taste, like, I think the games with the best combat, I think the game with the best combat ever is Bayonetta 2. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. The game is so fucking fun. I haven't replayed Bayonetta 1 in a while, actually. I might agree with you if I were to replay him now. Bayonetta 1 might have better combat, but it also has the shitty motorcycle levels and a lot more really shitty parts to it. Probably why I haven't replayed it. Every time I think about replaying Bayonetta 1, I think about replaying all the parts I truly hate, and there's not very any of those parts for Bayonetta 2. I'm not a Bayo 1 hater though. I just think it has a lot of really bad parts. In between which are sandwiched amazing combat. But yeah, I like Bayonetta 1. I like Sekiro. I like Devil May Cry 5 a lot. I like the good parts of DMC 3 where the camera doesn't fuck you a lot, which is like all three of them. Yeah, everyone who bought Stellar Blade expecting Nier kinda got owned. Many such cases, sadly. This light attack is very bad, actually. Yeah, Naruto is godlike. Oh, that's wrong. Dude, why can't I fucking... I can't press anything right, man. It's so cooked. Stupid Dustworth lights. Taking forever. You need to buff this character. I want Dustworth lights to be as fast as Kid lights. I'm just like doing really stupid things. Like, it's just stupid thing after stupid thing, you know? That was a safe state run anyway. This might be, I literally just wake up and I can just do it free type situation at this point. Wanted to do it on stream, but... my brain is giving out on me. I got arrested by the Twitch police for clickbait titles. Imagine if Twitch, well, I mean... Dan Clancy has his eyes on a very specific subset of the Twitch population. You know, he's blind to everything else. You could say. He doesn't see it, it never happened. Did I? Maybe my brain is just too fried. I mean, I don't think I'm qualified to say what I do and don't do at this point. That's the problem. I guess that is just faster, because you can just buffer the double jump and it gets you out of the slant wall faster. Okay, sure. I guess I do that. We'll call it the Paul strat, even if I'm the one that did it first. They don't know that secretly I'm charging up a fuck the Paul strat, it always ruins my runs. Crash out. So I can steal best clip of the year. I touched. That would kill me if this were Exa difficult. I don't understand. Like, if I get so upset, like, every time I try to play more aggressively and go further left, I just die to the spikes. No wonder this took Arb like 8 hours. It's insane. Anyway, yeah, Twitch is kind of, I'm not gonna say it's kind of gone bad because it was never good, but it certainly is finding new creative ways to be bad. I don't think you can really argue with that. Song news. I'm pretty sure they just, like, anytime they say anything about future plans, people just count it as Soap Song news at this point. Anytime they give an interview where they mention anything about maybe doing DLC or a sequel, because people keep asking them about it, counts as news. What, teaser trailer? Are you sure it's not just a thank you for giving us some more $1 billion to play our new game? Wait, what? They actually just straight up have DLC ready already? They were just trolling the whole time with maybe we'll make DLC. Oh. Well, I'm not surprised it's free. I'm surprised it's 2026. Hey, they've never lied about the release date. It was Nintendo and Xbox that lied. Team Cherry has made 100% of their stated release dates from their press releases. I'm responsible. He's staying up watching me play this level and failing repeatedly. Yeah, no, their release schedule for the Hollow Knight DLC was pretty reasonable. I could have read today that I've hit prisms. I don't remember, did Team Cherry ever release anything for Hollow Knight at the Game Awards either? I think they just don't care. I'm sure Jeff would reach out to them or let it in if they asked. I think they just don't care. And at this point, they're right to not care. Like, they have the strongest word-of-mouth campaigning on the internet. Rest. Yeah. I mean, yeah, anyone who's, like invested in something, an entertainment product, they like succeeding in abstract is kind of weird. It's not a sports team. I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. I know what it is that makes me not want to touch a game's fandom. It's children. It's people who are, like, between the age of, like, 15 and 19 or 20. That's what makes me not want to interact with fandoms. At least video game fandoms or, like, TV show fandoms. I only hang out in the Dust Force community because we're all fucking boomers. Yeah, well, we're training AIs on what children write on the internet, if you think about it. I mean, maybe you're like me and you try not to think too hard about it. If you think about it, children have the most time to put stuff on the internet to train the AI with, so... Someone knocking at my door. Actually had a delivery. Children? Oh, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. I agree that guy's pretty weird. There's some people in the Discord with a tenuous connection to Dust Force the game or Dust Force the community. Yeah, and like I do genuinely, I kind of feel bad for the people who are like young adults right now because they've never probably had to defend their opinions outside of the internet very much, if ever. And COVID probably stunted their social growth. Dude, what the fuck? My brain is so fried, man. How am I dying to? I don't even know what I pressed there. I'm gonna give it another like 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna like have wasted Vax time for not. It'll have been a clever ruse to trick back into hanging out here with us at NA acceptable times. Alright, he's gone. Quick. I'm gonna stop throwing right now. Thanks for stopping by back. Always a good time. Yeah, though. Oh, that actually did cause me to leave my previous job before the current one. Things got a little too fucked afterwards. They had too much, but they built up too much bad will during COVID. That's the real plan. Just stream Hades. Game's got like both of them. Maybe tomorrow I look into just not needing that air charge. All the air charge conservation on this is so dog shit, because can't dash. I'm sure there's plenty of people who didn't like Hades. I don't know why you'd be adverse to meta progression in roguelikes, so that's like the whole... That's like what the whole genre is built off of at this point. That's the whole point, is you get stronger and meta progress. For all the good ones. Oh, right, my bad. I don't think I've ever even seen one of those. Maybe that's just because nobody likes them. Spelunky, oh. And I'll be honest, I don't like... I've seen people play Spelunky before, obviously, but like I've never paid enough attention to know what was going on. This must just be like karma for me leaving during the bounty. No. I have to like sit through enough failures of this to be punished for getting my team during the bounty. I've been doing this all stream, yeah, ever since I went live. Problem is if I can't dash, I can't wall dash. Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, that's why I will never do SSL, probably, if I'm being honest. I just don't see myself ever being consistent enough to really make it worth playing for an hour just to gamble on Yada. But who knows, maybe it'll change. Maybe grinding CC5 red will do that. Maybe I'll actually do the thing I mentally said I would do if I ever went back to Yada. Just grind it for sub 2 with Dustworth. I don't know, you can always just take 4 hours on something you can definitely do randomly. Source me right now. GG. I think I was slow anyway, but it would have been nice to at least, you know, If they copy MSS. Actually, maybe not. Okay, I think it would have been. I think it would have been fine. Wasn't for that mistake. Alright, well, I'm probably literally just gonna, like, wake up tomorrow and just, like, do it after playing the daily or something, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm literally just fried it. Like, if I let the muscle memory bake overnight, it's, like, basically free. I'll have to stick to the, post in the Discord after getting owned on stream. Oh well. Oh well. Hope you all enjoyed anyway. The last invert stream. Got some discourse going. That's what's really important, the discourse. Dustforce discourse. Alright, doesn't look like there's anyone to raid. Streaming Dustforce. I could raid JVC. If I just do that, do I just raid JVC? Yeah, you know what? Sure. He deserves it. Raid message? What's the... Dude, I'm gonna get banned. I'm not mod like everyone else is. Oh well, you know what? Sure. Alright. Alright, well thanks everyone for hanging out. Go bother JVC. I'll see you guys around. Take care.